What's going on, guys? Hope you're all well. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be having my entire day at Thorpe Park dictated by a Lucky Wheel app. Now this is something that I really don't know if it's going to go well or bad, but essentially how it's going to work is all of my rides are going to be dictated through using the Lucky Wheel app. For example, I could spin it at the beginning of the day and it land on tidal wave and I get absolutely drenched, which obviously isn't the plan. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. So yeah, it should be a fun video to film. I'm hoping that we get back on Hyperia today. Obviously it's completely random, so I haven't got a clue if we do get on it today. But other than that, the weather's looking pretty nice outside. Well, it's not at the moment, but it's meant to clear up a little bit later on and it's meant to get a little bit nicer. So yeah, it should be fairly sunny outside. Still not tidal wave weather, so I'm still kind of quaking in my boots for that one. But yeah, right, so I'm going to go get some breakfast and a coffee because I feel like a zombie. And then once that's done, we'll head off and we'll get to Thorpe Park and get this challenge underway. Just a little word of warning, I did forget to shave my beard this morning and it looked absolutely horrifying. But yeah, that's just a little PSA there. You're going to have to stare at it for the entire video. I hope that's okay. Yeah, thanks, I guess. Have fun. Okay, so I've just arrived at the park. It's very busy today. As I was pulling in, there was like a queue to get into the car park. And yeah, as soon as I got into the entrance, I just saw an army of coaches. School trips are out in full force today. We're here now, that's all that matters. It's about 11 o'clock, I think, and it's quite warm. I'm in shorts today. After God knows how many days of it raining and tipping it down in the UK, we've finally got a bit of nice weather. But yeah, so we'll spin the wheel. Let's see where we're going. Okay, so at this point, I really didn't want to get a long queue straight off the bat. Obviously, I'm here on my own. I really wanted a single rider queue. But yeah, let's spin the wheel and let's see what I got. Oh, let's go. I've got a single rider queue right off the bat. Okay then, so that's the first ride of the day done. It was a really good ride actually. Walking Dead is always going to be one of my favourites. As much as it's not the most popular thing in the world, I do think that it does provide a really good immersive experience, which is what I love at theme parks. I love going in and having a ride that's not just a ride. I would say one of the things, obviously, I feel like it needs a bit of a spruce up. They need a bit more theming and stuff in the first hallway to make it a little more interesting. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. Really, really good ride. And of course, another thing to mention is that they are doing the behind the scenes tours for the Walking Dead the ride now. Pretty sure they're offering them on Saw the Ride, Walking Dead the ride and the Ghost Train. And I do think Walking Dead would be a very interesting experience to have that with. Not too bad at all. I think now I've just had a bit of a sit down, had a bit of a drink because it's absolutely sweltering. It's really warm outside today. I'm just sitting underneath Nemesis Inferno. Hopefully we get a water ride today, but no, it is lovely weather today, and I'm very much welcome a water ride. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to have lunch just yet, I don't think, because it's going to be a bit busy. You might kind of want to beat the rush hour a little bit. But yeah, I'm just trying to chill in the shade at the moment underneath Nemesis, getting some beautiful views. But yeah, right, I think that means it's time to spin the wheel again. So at this point the heat was getting to me a little bit. I just wanted to get on a nice good ride to kind of continue the day onwards. And you know, there was a lot of different rides on the wheel, but there were a few stinkers, as it will, and I just really didn't want to get one of those, if I'm honest. Okay, so in the end there, I didn't have to walk as far as I thought I was going to. I literally got the Ghost Train, which is just over the way from where I'm standing. But if you did see what I've just filmed there, you would have seen the LED sign that they're now selling for £400, which I must admit, when I first saw it on Instagram, I think it was, it looks all right. When I see it in person, it's a really cool sign actually, and I'm really hoping that they sell out quick, plainly because I think if they don't, I could end up making a very bad financial decision. But yeah, so we'll head on the Ghost Train now, get a ride on that. It's usually a bit of a slog to get through the queue line. I think it's on about 50 minutes at the moment. So yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we'll firm it.
I've just had a ride on the Ghost train and then headed down to go to the toilet. And I had a look at the Hyperia queue line. It actually seems like it's quietened down a bit since obviously it opened a few weeks ago. It seems to be sitting at about 80 minutes at the moment. But yeah, I'm trying to be a bit quick at the moment because there's not a lot of time left in the day and I want to try and get on some actually inverting roller coasters. So I'm going to go and get some lunch now. I'm going to try and head a bit central over towards maybe like Big Easy Boulevard, plainly because I'll be closer to most of the food outlets. As for the Ghost train, I don't really think, you know, I think the same as I thought all the time. You know, it's okay, but I just think the story's quite basic. There's not really lots of kind of, I don't know, it's an odd one for me. I kind of flicker back and forth on how much I like it, but yeah, no, it was a good ride after all, but yeah, nothing to ride home about. Okay, so time for a bite to eat. Let's spin the wheel.
So now it's time for food. Now this is something that I wasn't really too worried about because I generally don't think there's any bad food places at Thorpe Park. The only kind of bad thing, if you even want to call it that, to come out of this would be if it's something I've never eaten before. Oh, okay, I'll do that. That sounds nice, okay, I guess. I've never had it, but let's do it. Okay, so as you saw there, I got Boulevard Bites on the wheel, and I'd actually never tried it before. Even back when Angry Birds Land, when I think it was called Peckish, I believe. It was my first time trying it, and I thought actually it was very lovely. I had loaded fries. I wanted to get the pulled pork ones, but they were out pulled pork, so I had chilli instead. But yeah, I'm currently sat over by stealth. I'm trying to manifest it at this point. I really hope we get a proper roller coaster. I say proper roller coaster, but you know, a big roller coaster. As some of the last rides we have today. I'm currently sitting in the cycle away from stealth so far. Hey, there we go. But yeah, this is the first time I've actually kind of sat in here. It's actually really nice. Really nice place to eat. The sun's shining. You know, I can't really fault it today. It's been absolutely lovely weather. Yeah, the time is currently about 3 o'clock, I think. So I should have enough time to get a few rides in. It's been quite busy today, even single rider queue. So hopefully we spin the wheel and get one that's single rider because it is obviously still quicker. But yeah, I've had a really nice day, sun's shining. No Fright Nights construction yet though. I've been keeping an eye out, but I haven't seen anything. I don't think the beach being drained is part of that. I think that's something completely different. But don't you worry, I am keeping an eye out. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna stop waffling. I think it's time to spin the wheel for what is gonna be one of the last times. Let's go. Okay, so tensions were a little bit high at this point. I've just had a really nice lunch, but the heat was definitely getting to me and it was getting absolutely sweltering. So I wanted to get a really thrilling ride in to potentially finish off the day with the queue lines being quite long at this point. Yes, let's go. Okay then, so finally some good news. So we got a roller coaster, as you can see. I'm standing behind the swarm right now. It's just going around being very noisy. But as much as this is a really good thing and we've finally gotten on an inverted roller coaster today, it's probably going to be the last because I've just checked the queue time and I believe it's 90 minutes. So yeah, I don't know whether or not we're going to get another one in, but I'm still really happy with what we got done today. I mean, I would have gone for a different order if it was, me in control. Obviously, to fit more in, just go for different kind of more quiet queue lines. But no, honestly, I've had a really good day today. So the Swarm isn't a bad roller coaster to end on, and at least it's a roller coaster, so there's that. But yeah, no. So let's head into the Swarm. It's saying an hour and a half. It is what it is. But I have also noticed. I don't know if any of you have been here over the last few weeks, but they've added some new lighting fixtures, I believe, around here. Possibly in preparation for Fright Nights. I know I said there wasn't really any construction to report on, but that's about as close as it's going to get, I'm afraid. But we should start seeing more and more for Fright Nights over the coming weeks, and I can't wait to cover it. But yeah, now let's get on the Swarm and enjoy this beautiful coaster. Okay then, so the final ride of the day is finally done. I'm absolutely knackered. The heat has just wiped me out today, but I can't really complain. It's been a lovely day. And it was a lovely ride on the Swarm. It was the last ride. We've got the back left. So yeah, that's the last ride I'm going to do today. I'm going to head up to the store and buy a pin badge. If you guys don't know, I don't think I've mentioned it on the channel before.
each time I come to a theme park, I always buy a pin badge. And I'm going to keep it for secret from you guys until I get home, and I'll reveal it and put it on my pin board when I get back. As a little kind of treat for myself for having a bit of a tiring day. But yeah, other than that, let's head up to the store, get a drink. I'm absolutely gasping for a drink. And yeah, head home.
I just wanted to point something out just before I left today. If you've seen one of my recent videos talking about the cancelled Thorpe Park hotel, you'll know that I detailed kind of where the hotel was going to be built. It basically was going to be built just over there to the right of the car park, I believe. So yeah, that's a really interesting little factoid to kind of know. But you know, never say never. We could easily see it happen at some point. Okay then, so I'm finally back home again. It took me about 2 hours to get home, I think, which is absolutely egregious considering it's meant to be like a 40-minute journey. But alas, I'm here, I'm back in a nice, wouldn't say cold, it was cooler in my car, but it's a relatively cool bedroom. And I did promise you guys that I would show you which pin badge I got, which I'll do now. I got the Tidal Wave one. The reason why I got this one actually was because I spent most of today wishing I was on it, which is very ironic. Yeah, it's an old school one. It's a fairly old one. It's not one of the recent ones, so that will go onto my collection. I think this is probably the first time I've actually showed you guys the pin badges I've got. I really don't have that many. Well, I do, but I lost half of them, so because I'm an irresponsible person. But I've got a few here. I've got the 2024 Thorpe Park one, which is definitely worth having, just because, you know, memories and stuff. WWTP, and I think, just for continuity's sake, I think the Tidal Wave one makes the most sense. There we go. We got it nice on there. I think it looks quite cool. Yeah, I'm hoping that to get a few of these around my room. I've got another one up here. Oh, if my camera actually decides to turn in the right way. For my Alton Towers ones, but I obviously don't have as many Alton Towers ones, mainly because I don't go to Alton Towers as much as I do Thorpe Park because it's miles away. But yeah, so we got that nice and set now. Let's put that back up where it belongs. Try not to get wonky. That should be good, I think, almost. Barely. There we go. Okay, so that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you all did enjoy it. It was a bit of a weird one. I've never really tried anything like this before. So I'm interested to see what you guys thought of it and if you'd like me to do the same thing at other parks. I've got a few other video ideas lined up, but if you guys have any ideas, definitely put them down in the comments below, because at the end of the day, we're all a community and I would very much like ideas because I'm very much running out. Other than that, no, I'm joking, but yeah, so I had a really good day today. It was hotter than expected, but that's not a bad thing considering it's been absolutely tipping it down for the last week. But yeah, overall, good day. And yeah, if you did go on to enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it does really help me out, and I do really appreciate everyone who's done it so far. But yeah, without further ado, and that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.